For this. Yo, what's good? It's K Felon Beats, Small World Publishing LLP, Premier Life shit. Just say this in the beginning. I do not own the copyrights to this music that's playing in the background. So yeah, YouTube, don't try to get me. But just been sitting here talking with my nephew for a while. So I'm gonna try to sum this up quick. If you follow me for a while, if you watch my videos, sometimes you know shit just goes. But I want to talk about, like, I'm seeing a lot of shit online with producers, musicians as a whole, trying to get their music out there, and a lot of people don't understand why their shit is not getting out there, even though a lot of people might be doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand the basics of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've told people before, like, a lot of things is a mindset. It's all a mindset. So selling beats is a mindset. Selling your music, promoting your music is a mindset. Selling pussy is a mindset. Selling drugs, it takes a certain mindset. And a lot of people don't understand that simple, you know what I mean, thing right there is all a mindset. So the problem I see a lot of producers, artists, MCs, whatever, a lot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the fuck you promote. But this is geared towards producers, musicians, rappers, MCs, whatever. So the problem I see a lot of y'all have is that a lot of y'all don't understand how your mind works. You know what I'm saying? How the mind works. All right. There's a lot of subconscious programming that goes into your everyday life that niggas don't even, like, understand. They don't pay attention to, and when you try to explain to them, they can't grasp it. So I want to talk about mind control and how to basically program your own mind to set you up for success. Now, a lot of people have fucked up thoughts. They have a fucked up way of thinking. They have a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a poverty mindset. A lot of people have a poverty mindset because of what's been portrayed in the media, what's been told to them by their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom used to tell me when I was younger, like, money's the root of evil. Like, you know, you don't use money for this and that. You use it to pay bills, and you use it to make sure your home is straight. And as I got older, and you know, when I want to go buy things for myself, I feel a little apprehensive, and I never really understood why. And then it started to dawn on me is that my mom fucking put me under a mind control spell that followed me my whole fucking life. So I had to find a way to break that. How do you break a mind control spell? Well, there's three ways to program what we call your subconscious mind. All right. Here on earth, you have two minds. You have a conscious mind, your everyday walking around mind. That is your quote unquote ego. That's the mind that when you say, yo, I want to go out there and sell beats, that's the mind that says, no, you can't do that. That ain't gonna work. That's your, you know, you got them friends, you got them family members that be like, yo, nah, that ain't gonna work. You need to have a more realistic goal. go to school, get a job. You know what I'm saying? All of that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the programming that you were used to. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers told you. So when you go off to do something that's completely left field from what your conscious mind is used to, it's gonna fight back. Cause your conscious mind ain't doing nothing more than trying to fucking survive. Now, you have what we call a subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is what runs your everyday fucking life. All right? What do I mean by that? I smoke Black and Milds. I know some of you motherfuckers out there probably smoke cigarettes and all. I ain't gonna smoke no more cigarettes. I'm tired of smoking these shits. I don't need to be smoking no more blacks while you sitting there reaching for that pack of cigarettes. A lot of y'all niggas right now watching this video is like, you know what? I ain't supposed to be smoking these damn cigarettes. But for some reason, you're reaching for that pack of cigarettes right now. For some reason, you're pulling one out the motherfucking pack. If it's a fresh pack, you're packing the shit out that motherfucker. And you're thinking to yourself, like, God damn, how the fuck does this nigga know this shit? You doing all of that shit and you get ready to spark up that motherfucking Newport 100. Why? Because you are subconsciously programmed to do so. No matter how much you consciously understand what I'm saying. No matter how much you consciously fight that shit, your ego is telling you, nah, I don't need that cigarette. I don't want to smoke that cigarette. Or, you know what I mean? Your ego might be saying, nah, nigga, go ahead and grab that cigarette. And then you fighting with it and saying, nah, I don't want that cigarette. While you putting it to your fucking lips right now and grabbing your lighter. And you spark it. And you inhale. And you take that first drag and then it tastes so goddamn good. And then you like, damn it, this is why I have this whole pack sitting on this fucking table. Somewhere in your mind, you're like, nah, I need to leave these motherfuckers alone. But subconsciously, you're programmed. It's in you. You can't stop yourself from doing it. Why? Because it's a programming that has been wired into you from your thoughts. Okay? Now, there's 3 ways to program your subconscious mind. Trauma, repetition, and symbols. Alright, so let's talk about trauma real quick. Try to get through these real quick. Trauma is when you get your ass whipped for touching shit in the house you ain't supposed to be touching as a kid. I was little. Your mom said, don't. Make sure that food is out. Make sure you take that shit out to get home. And then you see your mom get ready to walk into the door, or you look at the clock and you're like, oh shit, mom's ready to get off work, and you ain't take that fucking meat out the freezer. You know you about to get your ass whipped. After a couple times, you know what I'm saying, after quite a few ass whoopings, you know what? I ain't trying to get my ass beat. So let me go ahead and take this motherfucking, the steak out of the freezer. Let me take this ground beef out so mom can go ahead and cook when she get home. You know what I'm saying? What's another form of trauma? Let's look at police brutality. That is probably one of the biggest forms of mind control that niggas can relate to nowadays. You seeing motherfuckers get shot up, the dumbest shit in the fucking world. So, all right, Manuel, what's good with you, fam? Thank you for tuning in. Just follow me, man. We gonna talk about this. Let me set a lighter right quick. All right, so we see all this trauma going on. So when we see it, we're so programmed to it. We are programmed not to do shit. You see niggas all day on Facebook. Well, damn it, why don't they just do this to them and do that? And why is these cops doing this? And we need to fight back. And we not our grandparents. And But nigga, this generation will fuck y'all up. No, y'all niggas won't. And niggas ain't gonna do shit. Y'all ain't doing shit. Why? Because you got the same fucking programming that your grandparents, or that your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents had. Y'all niggas ain't gonna lift a finger to do nothing. Why? Because you're programmed. From what? Trauma. It's simple. They beat our asses all fucking day, and we don't lift a finger to do nothing. Why? Programming. We're programmed. So think about that for a second. The next one I said, repetition. Repetition. You know what, bro? I'm getting ready to file custody for my oldest daughter. Yo, hit me up, man. Shit. Hit me up, kfella86@gmail.com, man. I want to know, like, what that custody process is, because I'm going to have to go through that real soon. You know what I'm saying? But it's all trauma, and like, the situation you going through, you know what I'm saying? The shit you going through is simply because of the programming that your baby mom went through. You feel what I'm saying? That's the programming she went through. That's the programming that she's used to. So the way she was raised and the way you was raised might be completely different. So her it just, you know what I mean, that trauma is it can affect the way you think, the way you move, the way you act, the way you go through your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta find a way to counteract that trauma. You feel what I'm saying? Which kind of leads me into the next thing, which is repetition. That's the second way you program the subconscious. Repetition. Constantly seeing something, constantly hearing something, constantly going through something. Like, I am by any means. You could not pay me enough money on this earth to sit and listen to a fucking Migos album voluntarily. I can't do it. But I ain't gonna hold you. When Bad and Bougie come on, I nod my head a little bit. I rock. What's that new Quavo song? Work at Me. Work. When I hear that shit, I'm like, oh, this, that's rocking. Like, I vibe. I grew up in the 90s. I am a fucking Rough Riders, The Lops, Jay-Z. Who else we got from that? You know what I'm saying? Nas, you know what I'm saying? Eminem, I fucks with him. Eminem came out in my era, so yeah, I fucks with him. You feel what I'm saying? I listen to all that shit before I put on the Migos. But because they play these songs on the radio consistently about 15, 20, 30 times a day, gets programmed. You constantly hear this shit. So when you find yourself in a car as a grown-ass man singing LMA, understand you are not voluntarily doing that. Even though that trip is saying, you a grown ass man in the car singing that shit to yourself. I don't give a fuck what you saying. You can't sit here and deny it. You a grown ass man in the car singing that shit. Why? Because the beat's hot. The tune's right. The melodies, the harmony, all that shit's right. But it's called programming. They play that shit over and over and over again. If you got kids and you wonder why they don't know their fucking math, it's because you ain't singing it to them in a repetitious way that they can be programmed to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this earth think they know their ABCs. I thought I knew my ABCs until I tried to say them bitches backwards, just as fluent. You ever try to say ABCs backwards now?
Yeah. ZYXW, that's it.
And then you gotta think. You actually gotta think. Like, you gotta stop and be like, what the fuck comes before? Hold on, wait. But you can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. You ain't gotta think about that. You go through that shit like it's nothing. But it's not because you know the ABCs, it's because you were programmed to know it in a certain format. If you really know your ABCs, say them shits backwards. You feel what I'm saying? It's certain shit that gets hammered into your head. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. But I ain't even gotta ask you, what is that? You know what it is, automatically. You automatically know what that is. Why is that? Programming. Constant repetition. Hear that shit over and over and over and over and over again. To the point it's part of your everyday life. You don't even have to think about where the fuck that jingle come from. You don't gotta think about it. Why? Because it's programmed in you. You automatically know. If I say break me off a piece, break me off a piece. Break me off a piece of that. Nigga, I ain't even gotta finish the ball. Why? Because he was programmed with the same shit that I was programmed with. Commercials, jingles. You know what I'm saying? This is why these songs are so-called popping. Because they play them bitches over and over and over and over and over and over again, to the point that you ain't got no choice but to nod your fucking head. Because sooner or later, the shit's going to get catchy. And if you're a producer, you love good production, you love a good beat, you love a good bounce. These niggas have the beats. The lyrics damn sure ain't there. But the beats be rocking. You know what I'm saying? So, just understand, that's another way that your mind is programmed. Through repetition. And last but not symbols. Right now I have on a... Yeah, y'all can see that. Y'all see that? LRG. You know what I'm saying? That's a symbol. That's a symbol. The QT. Let me see. Let me get this in the camera. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got a QT, wherever the fuck you from, you know, or a Circle K, that's what it is. You know what this is. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is. Arches, you know what that is. You know what I'm saying? You know what the Shell gas station is. You know what I'm saying? You driving on the fucking highway. What do they have on them signs on the side of the road? You know what I'm saying? The rest areas and all of that shit for you to pull over and all that shit. What do they have on there? They have symbols. McDonald's symbol. Bojangles. Popeyes. Well, I'm on the East Coast, so anybody anywhere else, I don't know what the fuck. Everybody got a fucking McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got McDonald's. So McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. What do we got? Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Just think of these motherfuckers. We got Harris Teeter. We had Pathmark. You know what I mean? Back home. Acme. Like, you know what this shit is and you ain't gotta think about it. You ain't gotta think. There is no stopping and trying to figure out what that is or whatever. When you see the NBA logo, you know what it is. When you see a Cleveland number 23 jersey, you know what the fuck that is. You see Patriots number 12 jersey, you ain't got to see the name on the back. That's a symbol. You know what that is. Without thinking, you automatically know what that number means. That number is a symbol. You automatically know. Number 12, if you think about all the iconic number 12s in your generation, in your lifetime, Tom Brady is the first name coming the fuck up. Am I right or wrong? Right or wrong?
And the cops.
And the cops. You see the American flag, you know why do you think what do you think a flag is? What do you think a logo is? When you see the fucking little man on a horse in the left corner of a shirt, you already know what is that? That's polo. You ain't gotta think about that. You know it. You know it. It's programmed. You automatically know that shit. So understand, when you see, if you're a producer and you see what the fuck, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Is that it looked like I'm trying to think of the Fruity Loop symbol. That shit look like a orange strawberry, which is kind of weird. Nigga, this right here. I'll pull this shit up. Cause it's gonna pop on the screen. I like orange strawberry, don't it?
Yeah, or a carrot or something.
Yeah, like or a small like or a short carrot, like but yeah, like but when you see that symbol, like if I see that shit, I already know what that means. I already know what that means. I'm looking at my beat age right now. If I see the fucking little white bird in a blue square, you know what that is. You know what I'm saying? You see the letter F in a blue square. You know what that is. Ain't even gotta say it. You can type it in the comments if you want, but I don't gotta say it because you know what it is. So, understanding that you have already been programmed. You've been programmed since the day you were fucking conceived. Everything your parents listened to when they fucked and they had you, to what your mom was listening to and going through while you was in that womb, in her belly, waiting to come here, all this shit that you was forced to listen to, being a fucking baby and not being able to control yourself and control your surroundings, you were programmed. The good news is you're able to program yourself. You are able to program yourself. Now, the way you program yourself is the same 3 ways I just told you how you were already programmed. Trauma, repetition, symbols. You want to program yourself? Instead of my man Manuel, instead of the shit your baby mom tell you every day, you ain't this, you ain't that, you's a fuck nigga, you deadbeat daddy ass nigga, you don't do this, and you ain't a real man, and this, that, and the third. Write down the opposite of everything that they fucking said. And repeat that shit to yourself every day. Simple shit. Why do you think people have, a lot of successful people, they have certain quotes or they have certain images in their offices or their homes or shit like that? It's because they're programming themselves to see that certain symbol every day or that certain phrase every day. Even if you don't look at it, you don't gotta consciously look at it. You can walk right past that motherfucker, that bitch be in your peripheral. You still see that shit. Your subconscious still seeing this shit over and over and over and over and over again. And it reprograms you. Reprogram yourself with the phrases that empowers you, with symbols that empower you. That's how you fight back. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get back to being who the fuck you are, being great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna get too deep into this shit, but those are ways that you can start to reprogram yourself. Record yourself. I am great. I am surrounded by prosperity. I am selling beats on a daily basis. I am attracting customers on a daily basis. You're speaking, you're telling yourself in the now that this is what I'm doing. And because you're telling yourself that, because you're programming yourself that, the mind is all, the universe is mental. So whatever you constantly see and hear, and you have a belief in that, or you get a feeling from that, it has to become reality. These niggas Migos ran around here, my bitch is bad and bougie. And one of the niggas got goddamn Cardi B pregnant. If that ain't some subconscious programming, manifestation, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. This nigga, my bitch is bad and bougie, and he turned around and he got Cardi B pregnant. You can't get more bad and bougie than that. Am I right or wrong? Program yourself. Niggas talked about how they want the baddest bitch in the world. Come on, man. Do you fucking think Nicki Minaj and would have went for Meek Mill? Any other point in history? I don't know. Somehow, some way, that nigga programmed himself to bag Nicki. Let's keep it a buck. If Rihanna and Drake went to your high school, this nigga here. If Rihanna and Drake went to your high school, would you look at Drake and say, "Oh yeah, that nigga can bag Rihanna"?
At the time,
You think about Wheelchair Jimmy. Do you think Wheelchair Jimmy could have bagged Rihanna? Grassy Drake could have bagged Rihanna. Think about that for a second. Just think about that for just really think about that. Do you think he could have bagged Rihanna? Really? In high school, do you think Hov would really bag Beyonce? Let's be for real here. Let's be serious here. Do you really think that's gonna happen? Like, you really gonna look and be like, God damn, nigga Sean Carter, he just nigga done bag Beyonce. Damn. He got the baddest bitch in the school. And this nigga look like Joe Campbell. Like, this is what we doing. Come on, it gotta be something. Why do you think, I know y'all niggas experience this. Like, y'all see the lamest, weirdest nigga with the baddest bitches. Them motherfuckers gotta doing something. They gotta know. Like, I just think, like, I just be like, yo, I ain't the best looking motherfucker on the planet, but I know I ain't motherfucking ugly. But I could look at a motherfucker and be like, nigga, you are not attractive. Like, I don't see how you get pussy. And then you see that nigga roll up with a bad bitch. You like, how the fuck this happen? The fuck then just, like, how did this manifest? How did that manifest? What did that nigga do in his subconscious mind that got him that bad bitch? But if you ever see a lot of ugly motherfuckers, they are some of the most confident motherfuckers on the planet. Like, niggas need to learn from some of these ugly ass niggas. It's a lot of fugly ass bitches walking around that swear they the shit, like, and they get niggas. What the fuck is going on? What is we doing? Like, what is we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's something going on. It can't be the surface. It can't really just be, let me put this outfit on and I'ma bag this bitch and all, cause you could put on the flyest shit in the world. If you don't know how to wear that shit and own that shit, like this nigga here, this motherfucker could put on some shit I wouldn't even dare try to put it on my body. Just don't feel right to me. It's just not my swag, my aura. But for him, that shit works. Some of the shit that I put on, yeah, that's fly. I wouldn't wear it, but that's fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not the clothes, it's the mindset behind the putting the outfit to even buy the clothes. It takes a mindset. It takes some type of programming, something deep down that's like, yo, all right, I want this bow, and I'm gonna wear this, boom, boom, boom. And then when you put that shit on, mixed with that energy that you giving off to the world, it brings everything together. You see what I'm saying? I know you seen some fly ass bum niggas. I know niggas have seen fly ass bum niggas. Niggas that wear all this designer and all this other shit, but don't know how to wear it. Nigga, you look stupid right now. Cause you trying to wear some shit that ain't really your swag. You just trying to do it because you hear this is what bitches like. Nah, bitches like you for you. I could bag a bad bitch in some Wranglers and a white tee with some Chucks on. Feels like my outfit cost $75 all together, and you standing there with $300 worth of material on, looking stupid. Let's be it. So everything got to be the mindset. Gotta start there. When you sit back and you think about it, you really think about it, gotta start from here. Somehow, some way, it has to start from the mind. You know what I'm saying? And the mind is what you need to program in order to run the show here. You got to put the right reel into the machine for that movie to play through. So with that being said, we get the fuck up out of here. Niggas want to book a consultation. We can get a lot deep into this. I can give you a lot of more tips and tricks. A lot of different shit y'all can fuck with. Hit me up for a consultation, kfella86@gmail.com. Other than that, I got links in the description bar. Contracts bundle for producers, music marketing methodologies, show you how to promote your shit, different mindsets you can add to promote your shit. All the links, just what you want to fuck with. And yeah, man, just get with me at KFellon on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So with that, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Y'all niggas be easy.